Hi guys, I'm FRL I will be your comms guy for tonight at Season 7, Round 5 at Zolder, Tier 2. Going to be an action-packed with Law setting the benchmark in free practice with a 1:29.3. We have Lewis in second, with Supercar in third, Lissy in fourth, Goofy in fifth, Rui 7-7 in sixth, Axel Racing in seventh, Nathan in 8th, Blue Flag in 9th, Cheese Monkey in 10th, FRL Hutch in 11th, J Prentice in 12th, Lamaro in 13th, George in 14th, Chico in 15th, Camo in 16th, Anderson in 17th, Lego Man in 18th, King of the Hill in 19th, Math in 20th. We got our head stewardess George in 21st, with J Prentice in 22nd, in the masculine in 23rd, with L Prentice and All Max still set the time, so that'll be 25 drivers for tonight at this magnificent, fast-paced Zolder race. It's going to be fun. So Law has its benchmark at the moment. We've just got a little bit of a countdown now before we start our qualifying. This is powered by Next Level Racing. Want to check them out if you're upgrading or wanting to get a rig. Check these out before you go anywhere else. They do use a promo code. It is in the FRL official website. Check them out. Use that code, you get a discount. But yeah, if you're looking for a good race, an action-packed race tonight, this is the place to be. We're just waiting for the time to count down now before we can start our qualifying, which will be 15 minutes with a mandatory tyre pit stop whenever you feel like, for a 1 hour uneventful race at Zolder. So we just wait now for all the cars to come in. Not sure who's still out on track at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on her. I think we will start now.
Green light, go, go, go.
So, first out on track will be a few guys scrapping for the front, which looks like Law seems to have gone out in front. Wherever he is. No, it's not Law, it's Goofy. Remember the colours from previous races. Shows Lewis in the background. Oh, it's not Lewis, it's Axel Racing. So Goofy, I forgot to mention him in the 25 racers that will be racing here tonight. George as well, Axel, Blue Flag, Jug. It'll be an action-packed night tonight. We just jump on Goofy at the moment. We will jump on board with him. I don't know what's going on here. Have a look to see where he is. Here he is. Just jump on board with him now, just to do the first lap, see what time he can pull off. I'll only put the map in the middle of the screen at the moment, just to see where everybody is on the track. Comes down this sweeping right-hander. Don't need to put too much brake on there. Sometimes you can go around there pretty quick. This is a tricky part of the track, not to too much curb, all depends on your setup. You can either take it, depending on your setup. Some cars do need to avoid it, but this is a tricky part of the section now. Sometimes you can get the power down too early and you can make a spin. Not expecting that tonight. There's some good races tonight now, and just looking at free practice. Everybody's nice and tight. It's coming around this right hairpin now. Oh, sorry. As they come down the last two corners, he will set the benchmark. See what he can do. I think he had any track limits, but he will do a 136, which is quick. Unless he was coming across the line in second, the blue flag goes quickest with a 131, with Axel going third. Lewis was second, quickest at the moment, so blue flag's on provisional pole, with Elysium taking that off blue flag. The first with a 129.6, which is a very quick time with Supercar 3. The 129.6 sorry, with Law not too far behind. So Jay Prentice have also set the time. Axel Racing 2, Lego Man, Chico a little bit down the order, but I'm sure he'll get a better time as time goes on. Lamaro is a 1.3 behind, so the times are flooding in now. So this is quite an easy, fast flowing track. The only problems is after this corner right here will be that tricky chicane. Like I said, if the setup right, you can either take it, if not you'll have to try and avoid the curbs, otherwise you will go flying. You will take off. As you see there, he did King the Hill, missed all the curbs as a Rui. It's a fit spot now with Lewis going into second, taking that from Law. I think so. Axel's down, so the times are coming in with Apprentice in 11th. Allmark has set the time. Ooh, he's got a little bit wide there. So still out on track. We still have George coming down the last two corners. Let's see where he can put his BMW. George goes 17th quickest, just behind Allmark. Practically identical times, with George not setting time. With Jug coming on the hairpin now, we've got a few corners to go. Let's see what he can do. Got a few other cars out the track which can't improve on their time. They've already set times, but we'll just focus on the ones that haven't set the time at the moment. So does Jug set the time? He does not set time. So we have Camo coming across the line in 13th. Trying to keep up with everybody up the track. They seem to be a little bit bunched up coming around the last couple of corners. The wrong way. Supercar 3 is coming round down into the start of the straight. He was a little bit wide, but he's still on track. Let's have a look. Hasn't set time at the moment. So we've still got George coming around the last couple of corners, with FRL Hutch just in front to see what he can do. Ooh, there's a little bit of slide. Keeps him within the boundary though, but the ones that haven't set the time at the moment are Jug, Nathan, Dinda. around the last couple of corners now, so what can Dinder do? He sets a time, he goes 22nd quickest though. Jug. It's all up to him now, let's see what he can do. Still got just 7.5 minutes left of qualifying left. So Nathan is coming down the last couple of corners with time to do a few more laps, but he needs to make it count. Does he set the time? He doesn't. Oh, he does set the time. He goes up into 16th as Jug and Hatch are the two who have not set the time at the moment. Just jump on board with Hutch and we'll have a look at how the rest of the field has got on. As he comes down Stafford straight now. So time does he get? He goes up into 12th quickest. The only victim out on track at the moment who hasn't set the time is Jug. We just keep on board with him for the last couple of corners. So he got 2 to go. Let's see what time he can set. And he goes 23rd quickest. So Law is out in front with a 1:29.4, followed by Axel, which is practically identical with Rue 77 in 3rd spot. Not too far behind. Let's see if Law can improve on his time. Oh, a little bit bumpy going over there. Right, sorry guys, just replying to a message from our cast hostess with the mostess, FRL Vodka. So Rui, let's see if he can improve on his time, which the top 3 are pretty identical on time. He doesn't go any quicker. So there will be different camera angle. I'm just sticking on board with this so you can see how the track is pretty quick, free flowing and fun. So Math as Armath has improved in his time with Jug coming across the line. He stays where he is. There's too many cars bunched up. I can't keep them all trying to fight with the numbers. So you got all Mac. See what he can do. Can he improve in his time? Yes, he does. Not sorry, which is unfortunate. Goofy's normally pretty quick in free practice. He doesn't improve in his time. He stays 18th. Must be pushing it that hard. The track limits. Whoop, Chico going off track. Not too sure who that is, going up in the pit. I think that's FRL ACC coming around the last couple of corners now. Coming across the finish line. Jay Prentice is in 8th. We just got over 3 minutes left of qualifying to go. Prentice stays in 20th, I believe, with Nith. See what he can do. Can he improve in his time from 14th? He stays in there as well. got so many cars bunched up, guys. I'm not I'm trying to keep up with who's where on track. So Goofy Goof, can he improve in his time? I'm asking, yes he does. He goes up into 12th. So Elysium, he was up there in the top 5 in free practice, I believe. When he stays in 11th, he must be pushing that on. He might have had a bit of an error. So Axel's currently in 3rd. Can he improve in his time? He stays 3rd. J. Prentice, can he improve in his time? Rui, 7-7, not too far behind. He's in 8th. In 4th is Rue. Well, Prentice in 20th. Can he improve? Doesn't. He stays where he is. Lewis comes across a line. Can he take Law's spot out of him? He doesn't. He stays currently in 2nd. I'm not sure that with that one behind the Supercar Ray. Stays where he is. See what Goofy Goof can do. Can he have a good drive out of this corner? Not too far behind is Blue Flag. So he stays there. Blue Flag stays there also. Cheese Monkey is crossing the line. He's coming home in 10th. Stays where he is. Axel is still currently in 4th. Just trying to keep an eye on the. He's there. I believe that was King of the Hill coming across the line. No, Anderson. I think he was in McTew. With 43. Okay, guys, we've just finished qualifying. Lewis will not be able to make another lap of this. He currently stays in 5th spot. Supercar Ray, can he improve in his time? Stays 8th. Oh, somebody goes off track. So out on track at the moment. You still have King of the Hill. Oh, Anderson. So we currently have 3 cars left out on track who have chance to improve on their time. So they need to make his count as he comes into the pit, Anderson. Is it my eyes or I'm just blind? This really comes around the last couple of corners now. He goes quickest. Del Prentice is the last guy to cross the line. So there we have Rui has your top spot with a 129.2 with Elysium in 2nd. With Law in 3rd, Lewis in 4th, Axel in 5th, J. Prentice in 6th, Cheese Monkey in 7th, Supercar Ray in 8th, FRL Hutch in 9th, Blue Flag in 10th, Chico in 11th, Goofy Goof in 12th, sorry, George in 13th, El Prentice 14th, Camo 15th, Nathan 16th, Lemaro in 17th, Lego Man in 18th, Anderson in 19th, King of the Hill 20th, Matt in 21st, Gio in 22nd, Olmac in 23rd, Jug in 24th, and Dinder, who is in last spot, is 25th. So 1:29.2 is the time. So the camera angle's gone now, so we will stick with this during the race. So I've just gone through the top 25 drivers now, which will be currently racing at Zolder, Season 7, Round 5, Tier 2, powered by Next Level Racing. Check them out, guys. It's on the FRL webpage. If you want to upgrade your rig, or you're looking to get into sim racing and get in a rig instead of driving on a pad, check them out before you go anywhere else. But we will commence racing as soon as the game loads up, and the time counts down for 3 minutes, where everybody starts doing their pressures on the tyre, fuel loads, and let's get ready. So Rui is your pole sitter. You will set the pace before we go lights out. Guys, I disappeared for a minute, but I'm back. So we just got over 2 minutes left of the timer down before we start our formation lap. Right, so the ambient is 18, track temperature 24. Track is at optimum. It's cloudy, so expecting to be a nice dry race. This is where everybody now starts to get a bit nervous, starts get a little bit twitchy, trying to get comfortable. You know, there's not a lot of time left before we start racing. So let's have a little bit of cautious going into turn 1, 2, especially coming down into that tricky chicane. So at it stands, the moment leading the championship is Law with 138. Elysium is not too far behind, 11 seconds with a 127, with Hutch in third with a 107. King of the Hill is in fourth currently with a 105. Jay Prentice 96 in fifth. You got Axel not too far behind him, 94. Lamaro 88 on joint points with Blue Flag on 88. Lewis is in ninth currently with 87 points. FRL Volton is on 82 points, followed by Supercar Bray with 79 points. El Prentice with 76 points. George with 73. Tinder Mufflin, being consistent, is in currently 14th with 70 points. Jug is in 15, with a 63 point score. You can go for 60. Camo with 59, Nate with 41. You have Ibra with a 34 point. Olmark currently in 20th with 20 points. Captain Van de Beek 19 on joint points with Rui, who's fastest tonight with 19 points on joint with Van Beek, with Nega with 17 points, Anderson 14 points, Legoman currently with 0, and you currently have Cheese Monkey with minus 10, not too sure why that is, but you have reserves Bruno with 76, Nex 64 with 18, Moss with 16, Shigs with 14, Uzi 10, Che is 0. So there are your reserves at the bottom of there. So we have started a formation lap at Zolder. Season 7, round 5, tier 2, powered by Next Level Racing. It's going to be a dry race. But the first 15 minutes anyway, the track is optimum, you never know where the may be, but I don't think it will, with a 1 hour race, pit stop mandatory for tyres, fuel, entirely up to you, and we'll just go from there. It's the tricky part of the chicane, gonna get bunched up down there, start of the race. I like to call this a tricky part as well, tricky chicanes, tricky S's I'd call them, I suppose. But I'll never on that part of the track, couldn't get caught out. Lovely shot. All cars warmed up their tyres now, the brakes, get the PSI up as much as they can before we start the race. There's the old good double file. We're in the final 2 corners. We will have lights out now.
Green light, go, go, go.
And we are off. Let's see what seems to be much contact, no contact. It seems everybody's got away fine at the moment. We should keep on board with this. Seems to be a little bit of contact at the back of there, but not too much. Everybody's still racing. Looks like Rui has been taken by Elysium. Actually getting back, coming down into the chicane, which is a very tricky chicane. We will have the best setup to take the curbs. Oh, as Elysium jumps the curbs, but he doesn't hit them too wildly. Just looking in the background now, it seems to be a bit of a gap. There was a little bit of contact in the background. I think I was king of the hill. Not sure who that's Jug, and not sure in the ball, but we'll just keep in front at the moment with Elysium. Looks like Anderson. Oh, flip, sorry. Looks like Elysium is still in front of Rui, who was your pole sitter at the start. With Lewis not too far behind with Jen Prentice, all over the back of him as well. Coming around to do the first lap of the race. As you see it, starting to spread out a little bit now. A couple of cars which have won and lost 2 places. It's a bit unfortunate. We'll just keep on board with the front runners at the moment because it is pretty tight. What do you think can happen coming down into the chicane? Looks like somebody's in a pit. I don't know who it is at the moment. We'll have a look at that in due course. As Rui is under a lot of pressure from Lewis. This is the tricky part of the track as well. It's going to get you powered down too quick. All depends where you are now, you take it. Lewis is all over the back of him. He's going to make a lunge. No, didn't make a dive, as Assetto Racing is under a bit of pressure at the back as well. Sorry for interruption for there. As they start lap 2, you have a little bit first with Ruby in second and Lewis in third at the moment. That's your podium. Still early on, only 4 minutes into the race. Ruby's defending well, just keep on both there. Supercar Drake looks on the inside of FRL Hutch, I believe. Or is it FRL Hutch? All on the back of Supercar Drake. So you can have a better drive up here now, coming down into this tricky chicane. Make a stick as you got low all over the back of the two of them. Survive that chicane. Coming down the tricky part of this section now. It looks like there's a lot of cars getting bunched up now right behind Rui. Looks like Lewis has got in front and just missed us. Sorry, just having a look at the battle at the back. So J Prentice is under a lot of pressure as well. These front runners are all bunched up. Rui makes himself look big in the mirrors. Doesn't make a pass, so he looks like Rui has lost a little bit of traction. He may lose a spot to J Prentice coming down into turn 1. The Supercar Drake, Cheese Monkey as well. He's made up a lot of places from where he was. Looks like Rui's struggling a little bit at the start of the race. So all the guys are pretty bunched up. Like this is a fast flowing track. Expect everybody to be pretty close for the first quarter of the race. Maybe start having a little 1-2 second breather between each other, but depending on the tyre wear and fuel loads and strategies, you never know. But these front runners are giving us a show. Let's get down the tricky part of the track now. There's a couple of them. Just jump on board here. I think that's Lewis going a little bit wide there then. I think that's FRL ACC down the inside. It looks like he's made contact with Law. The camera's taking ages to turn. Stands Supercar Drake is looking down the inside of that Ferrari. I think that may be a back marker. Up in front we have a good scrap going on. George is under a lot of pressure now from FRL Hutch. because Axel Racing just in front of the pack. Just keep on board with him. As soon as the camera angle seems to be catching some racers. Looks like FRL ACC trying to get past George. With any means. Axel's under a lot of pressure with this 4-pack, 5-pack from behind. Be nice to have the helicam now to see how everybody is. With Elysium starting lap 5. With Lewis in second, with Jake Prentice under pressure from Rui in 4th, with Cheese Monkey not too far behind, with Axel holding the group up, with George not too far behind, with FRL ACC blue flag. Low is right behind, with the Supercar race setting the fastest lap out of everybody out on track at the moment. Go down to the tricky part of the chicane, it looks like FRL, no, George is on the look on the inside, the outside of, no, looks like everybody's keeping their places at the moment. So we just have a look a bit further down the field with Gio in the pits, with Anderson, who is 3 laps down, with being the victim with Gio, I'm not too sure, with Matt 22nd, Jack making the pit stop. Oh, flipping hell, that looks like Axel Racing into the ball. With FRL ACC's all up the back of George now, so George has made it in place. Just keeping on board with these guys. So close, nip and tuck now, anything can happen, any mistake will be costly, with Ruby all over the back, Jake Prentice with Cheese Monkey following not too far behind. He will take full advantage of any mishap of this pair battling it out. It's coming around turns 3, I believe. Coming around turn 4. We have a drag race down into the chicane. Let's see who's got their set of these curbs. Looks a Bentley, they've all gone through it lovely, with George going very wide now, with FRL ACC taking full advantage of that, with blue flag not too far behind, with Law all over the back of him as well. Let's have a look what's happening down into this tricky part of this section. The Supercar is taking full advantage of that as well, so George looks like he has lost 3 places in that one corner by going off on that tricky chicane. They don't notice that curve. If you don't take it, or you're going to try to set up, it will lift you flying, bounce you, whatever it needs to be. It can be a tricky part of the track. I'm not a lover of that part of the track, but you know, you got Louis out in front of Cheese Monkey, who is chasing down Jay Prentice, with the FRL ACC, who's made a few places up into 6th. So everybody seems to be spreading out a little bit. We'll just keep an eye further down the path. It looks like George is struggling a little bit with traction coming around the last couple of corners. I think he's lost out again to Axel Racing. One bit of an error earlier on. I'm not sure if that is Chico going down there. Oh, this Chico is racing this pack. Sorry, not a back marker. Sorry. Got it. So, coming around. It's a tricky section. Chico got some kind of do with camo all over the back of him with George, who is in not in front of Axel, but on telemetry says that he is, but Axel is in front. No, he is. So Elysian has taken the fastest lap on lap 8. These four are having a nice scrap. So we just have a look further down the order with Olmark. I'm not too sure where he is. Chasing down in the Mufflin. With Marvin and Mercedes, who has made his pit stop, who is not too far behind this pair who still needs to make a pit stop. Where Levy is 3 laps down, so I'm not sure how he will go about the rest of the race. Olmark is all on the back in the Mufflin. Can you get him coming down into the chicane? Maybe, nope, that was better, but... So, strap out in front is Jay Prentice under a lot of pressure by Ruby with Cheese Monkey not too far behind. And the next group of cars are Supercar 3 has got nice breathing space between him and Chico, Cambo, George and Axel. Just come across a line now, but it seems that Goofy's in the pits for some reason, with Gio resting as well. Oh, J. Prentice does keep it within track limits coming out that corner. And this guy's breathing down his neck. If FRL ACC can do anything to dispatch any of these guys, he can. What have they done? Sorry, somebody just come up with that in. I'm going to... FRL ACC has gained a lot of time. He is a lot... He's all over the back of Cheese Monkey. He's who can have the better drive out this corner with Rui making an error, losing out again. He started off really well, but doing a race he has not made it stick on certain parts of the track with blue flag all over the back of it. Now he doesn't make any advantage over Rui from that error. The blue flag is all over the back of him now. We'll just jump on board with these guys. Let's have a look. FRL ACC got anything for Cheese Monkey just in front. Jay Prentice into a little bit of the grass. Camo is under pressure from George. Chico just into the front. But you got Dinda, Goofy, Goof, Math, Jug, and Gio. I think he's going to retire. Well, apart from Gio, I think the others have made their pit stop. FRL ACC is going to have another look. I think he will bite his time coming out these next couple of corners, coming down the fast finish straight. This turn one left-hander looks fast, wide track. Be surprised how tight they can turning. Don't think we've got anything for him, but yeah, he may have something coming out the next couple of corners just before that tricky chicane. If you can have a better drive at this corner, if you can have a better drive at this corner, may have a chance on the inside coming down into the chicane with J. Prentice losing time every time coming around that little part of the track. It seems to be hitting a little bit wide, but he's still out in front. Camo George is behind with Chico just out in front. So King of the Hill is all over the back along with L. Prentice just in front. So just jump on board with these guys who seem to be having a bit of a scrap. Nice little three-way. Not sure who went off the there then. Looks like it was blue flag. He's lost out on 3 spots. Bit unfortunate because he was having a good race. Oh, no way. Bit of contact. Nothing malicious, so everybody's still out on track. You're going to have a little bit of argy-bargy now and again. Nothing wrong with a little bit of contact as long as you don't take each other out. Nope. Looks up on the outside from L. Prentice. He makes his stick, which is a great overtaking. The Hill taking full advantage of that. Up on the inside with blue flag not too far behind. With L. Prentice coming back at King of the Hill. Are they going to give each other space? As King of the Hill, it's a bit of dirt with blue flag not too far behind the 3 of these. Last thing they want now is a bit of contact. Let's see. Ooh, King of the Hill does get in front of that. Turn into the chicane, coming down to this tricky part of the track now. Let's see, keep it on track, coming out of this 3-turner S. King of the Hill is just in front of L. Prentice with blue flag not too far behind, so battle of the 2 Porsches and the Mercedes, McLaren. Pardon me, McLaren. Hill has got some defending to do, and let's put his foot down and have a little bit of breathing space. We've just got 40 minutes left of racing, so it'll be 20 minutes now, and it's been pretty much action packed from start. So El Prentice has defended into turn 1 with blue flag all over the back of him. Can he come back and cut back inside? He will stay behind him, but who will have the better drive out of this corner down into the chicane? Be surprised how quick you can take that corner. Just tap the brake, foot down. Whoa. Oh, no way. Let's have a look. He's lost traction coming out that corner as blue flag was really wide onto the dirty part of the track. Let's see if he can keep it in the white lines. I think he may have cut the corner a little bit, but El Prentice is still behind, put him under a lot of pressure. Now you got Nate all over the back of Lamaro, so they're battling all over the field. Oh, no way, I don't know what's going on over there. Contact spin, boom. Bit unfortunate. Cheese Monkey has J. Prentice in front. You have Elysium on the 14th lap with Lewis in 3rd. Currently with J. Prentice in 3rd place with Cheese Monkey all over the back of him. As you can see, FRL had just come into the pit. Oh, as he loses a little bit of traction coming up that corner, Cheese Monkey may have the better drive coming down into this corner, but stays behind. Not enough black stuff to overtake. G-Prentice did well to keep him behind. This could be very well overtaking opportunity if he dives down on the inside. I don't think he will. Pretty different tech between these two. On the last corner now as the drag race down into turn 1. Even though it's a fast flowing track, there is not too many long straights, but there's long fast corners. So the exit out of the corners are crucial to making an overtake. We look on camo all over the back of Chico now. Keeps it nice and tight on the inside. He does a great drive out of here if you want to put Chico under any pressure coming down into the chicane, make him an unforced error. So a little better set up for these bumps. I don't think he hit any bumps there, and I think he was going to avoid them. Elysium on the 15th lap. Lewis currently in second, with J. Prentice in third under a lot of pressure from Cheese Monkey. Fighting for the podium spot. As Cheese Monkey comes into the pits. As we look down the order now, you have FRL ACC in front of the pits. The pitters with George in second, with Goofy Goof in third, who's made his pit, with Lamaro in third, Rui in fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth of the pit stoppers. So Jake Prentice is currently in the pits now. Looks like Math is chasing down Dinda. I don't think he's racing him. But we'll just go up the table and see who is battling. That's me round the telepathy at the moment. Elysium is out in front, catching up a backmarker who is Rui hit. Rui, I believe. No. Anderson. Law has set the fastest lap. With everybody making their pit stops now, it's going to be interesting to see when these make these pit stops for the ones that have already made the pit stop, to see where they unfold in this category. That is not too far being blue flag. Seems to be the closest battle at the moment. With just over a second. He needs to gain. Oh! So Rui is having a look at all over the back Lamaro. Let's jump on board with these guys. Just got 30 minutes left of racing and whatever time left. If crosses the line with time to go. bit unfortunate with Lamaro. I'm sure that we caught him on a bit of contact. As he keeps in front, trying to break that slipstream in. Down to the tricky part of the track. Tricky S's. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars currently in the pit at the moment. So Lego Man is in the pit. Is he coming in the pit and coming back out racing? Or is it going to be 5 retirements? I'm not too sure. We'll soon find out in due course to see what's going on. Maro's under a lot of pressure now from Ruby. Oh, I thought he may have gone a little bit wide. He does keep it on the black stuff. He is all over the back of him now. I think he's putting Lamaro under a lot of pressure. So this drop one up between these two, nice and tight, with the tuck. Looks like Anderson in the background there. I don't know if you can catch up to this pair, but he will not be racing this pair, which is unfortunate. Been a couple of laps down, but the race at the moment is between these two for 16th place. Just looking there now, Chico is all over the back low. This is for 4th place. Oh, Chico goes wide. I think he caught a bit too much of the curb, and that's what I mean. You hit a little bit of that curb the wrong way, it will take you anywhere he wants you to. And you got no control sometimes. I hate that part
We are
of
at
the
the
track.
halfway mark, still a way to go.
A nice little scrap going on between these two. Still got the top 7, still needing to make a pits with Elysium having the fastest lap now. He's taking that away, I believe, from Blow, I think that. Oh, is he making himself look wide in the mirrors, trying to put him off? Got anything coming for him down into this hairpin? So he's got a better drive onto the corner. Maybe he'll take him coming down into the final 2 corners. But I don't know. Might just put him off. Got just over halfway of racing. 28 minutes and whatever left. So these are the battlers out on track at the moment. With Elysium coming into the pit now. So Lycia's coming into the pit with J Prentice in second, coming into the pit. The Supercar race staying out with, I believe that is King of the Hill. Not too far behind, but here's a lap down. So Chico's in fourth, he stays out. Blue flag coming around the last couple of corners with me. Oh, sorry. Not with G Prentice, that is with L Prentice. The Supercar is currently provisional first place. Not making his pit stop, but he did cross a line a good 15 seconds around, I'm sure of it, with that pit stop. He will come out currently in first place, so Elysium will come out in first place. He's currently first place, making his pit stop, with J Prentice in second and Lewis currently in third, maybe, depending on the gap between that and that. Supercar and Lewis. Not too sure where this could end up. With Supercar coming into the pit now, Elysium will definitely be in first spot. Lewis coming down this part of the track in second. Should have it, but we'll jump on board with these two at the moment. These two made the pit stop. It was meant to be because Hutch did come in 10 minutes before Lewis, which will be on a few. Oh, that was very close. Pardon me, which was 10 minutes earlier than Lewis. Nice little scrap going on here with FRL Hutch. Haven't got the advantage coming into this corner. Makes him go a little bit wide, so they go to. Will have the inside line coming down into turn 1. FRL actually going to make it easy for him though, as he sticks it on the outside. He will have the inside line coming up here if they're close enough, which they give each other plenty of space, not to make no contact. So FRL has gone up into 5th spot. That was great driving for the guys. So Elysium is down the road. With Elysium with 10 seconds down the road, can Lewis have anything to come back with 10 minutes fresher tyres? But he needs again with the temperature. Maybe after this lap he put FRL under a lot of pressure in the last 15-20 minutes maybe. We've still got another lap or two to go before anything is. You never know. So George has crashed out of there with Law just out in front. So you got Rui all over the back of Lamaro again. The battle you want to keep an eye on is FRL Hutch and Lewis in the next 20 minutes. With these two making a pit stop, with FRL Hutch making a couple of places up from his starting position at the start, and just looking down the field. I go off till empty, guys, so never accurate, but it's the best I can do. Rui all over the back of Lamaro, coming down this tricky part of the section. Let's see if we can take it best. Both take it. Rui just sticking on the inside there now. You can't see the backmarkers, FRL Hutch and Lewis. So these two are battling it out with FRL Hutch and Lewis, who are battling it out for second spot. so they will get blue flag. This is how this is going to pan out. So you got Rui all over the back of Lamaro for position, and then you got FRL Hatch and Lewis in the background catching these two paired up who need to move out of the way, well, potentially for two that are catching them going to be blue flagged. There's a blue flag. So this is going to be interesting now, where time is going to be gained and lost. Where do you let the faster cars through? I'd let them through, not here, coming down just before the chicane, where if they are close enough, so you can have track position coming into the chicane and a better drive out, because you're this car behind who's going to have to go even slower than going through the chicane with the car behind battling. Woo! This is going to be fun now. We just keep on board with FRL ACC. The moment who's catching these two who are going to get a blue flag, who can't be blue flag. It's just a matter of time now who's going to give way and when and where. With just over 20 minutes left to go, we're 2/3 through the race. So these two are still battling. Rightfully slow, rightfully so. So when you back off and let the back runners through, could it be an advantage for Rui letting him through and then slowing down Lamaro? Like, so when they catch Lamaro coming up into the chicane, will Lamaro think, well, after the chicane I'll give you the space, the spot, or will Lamaro yield just before the chicane, just to stay in front of Rui, having a better drive out of the chicane, with another car behind, going to be blue flagged, which will slow Rui down, because you can't overtake. Can't go too through that bloody chicane, surely. Lamaro does stay in front. I think he will give way to Hutch, and then a corner later than I thought. So now Rui is still all over the back of him, so this may go in Rui's favour to overtake coming down into the next hairpin, but it looks like he had a little bit of nick up. Got Lewis not too far behind now with Rui. Make good advantage of this now, coming down into the next couple of corners, because if he lets Lewis past after turn 1, Rui can follow Lewis and hopefully gain an advantage coming down into the chicane and be in front, and it's like chess now. But he did a bit of the dirt, so who knows? Who knows? I think Ruby's lost a little bit of time now, so we just jump on board with FRL ACC. We're just in front of these two. We just jump on board with Lewis now to see how this pans out. Will Lamaro give him the space coming down into the next chicane, and oh, I think he lost a little bit of track coming to there. He's definitely going to yield now, but he wants to stay in front of Rui, which he does. So it's, if Rui was a little bit closer and did catch him, he lose a little bit of time on that traction coming out to the last couple of corners, but there he would have Lamaro under a lot of pressure with Lewis a little bit too far back now to put any pressure on Hutch. So Lamaro is under a lot of pressure now by Rui, who was very, very deep on the inside, collecting up a lot of dirt coming into this right under chicane, hairpin, sorry. Let's come out this GPS, and Rui has a better traction, but has a look but doesn't make a stick. He coming down into turn 1 now. There's going to scrap going on between these two. If you just look at the telemetry, blue flag is not too far behind George now, so we'll just have to check an eye on this one. He is a little bit too far back in blue flags. Supercar rays all over the back of G Prentice now. So this is position for 5th spot. Just over 15 minutes left to go. The battles happening all over the place now since everybody's made the pit stop. So it looks like the retirees are going to be Lego, Olmark, Axel. Which is unfortunate because he was on a bloody great race with Gio in the top 4 for the retirees. Let's hope there's no more. Keeping on board with these guys at the moment. This is going to be a scrap and pit spot. I think Rui is not going to make a stick coming down this corner. The Maro defends well. And Supercar 3 is not too far behind. Oh, I think he just followed his racing line and went a little bit wide with him. So blue flag is not too far behind Jag. With King of the Hill just up the road. And a 4-way going up here. Just over 16 minutes left of racing. Anything can happen. So it's all good. Racing with the Lyceum on lap 28, who sets the fastest lap with Hatch second, with Lewis in third, who catch the back marker of Mark, I believe. So Lewis has flashed him to say, please let me through, I'm not racing you, and you've got this race in pack of 2 right behind, so we'll just jump aboard there, something just unfolding. They got very close in, and I think the back marker did put him off a little bit. 15 minutes left to go. This is a race between these two. Looks like Cheese Monkey is in that mix. Going to try and find his way through. Cheese Monkey closes up. We'll jump on board with them to see how he does get past. FRL ACC has a little bit of a breathing space from Lewis, who is in 3rd spot, with FRL ACC second, Lyceum in 1st, who has the fastest lap. George is all over the back of the hill, as it seems on the telemetry. We shall find out now as they're coming down into the last couple of corners. Just got over 14 minutes left of racing. Looks like one of the cars is just getting out of the way. So King of the Hill is under pressure from George. The flag is not too far behind though. Down into the chicane, they're looking at the bed to drive out of it. Oh, George goes over the top, gains a little bit of time, I believe. Not too much. Going over the top doesn't mean you do gain time though, it does lift you up in the air. Better to be on the ground, making up plenty of traction, so you can really put your foot down. So King of the Hill and George has a little bit of a breathing spot from Tueaday, who's not too far behind with Supercar Race all over the back of J Prentice. Keep on board with these guys now. Let's have a look what's going on. This is for 5th spot. As they catch a back marker, this is going to be interesting now. I think that's Anderson. I think he will get out of the way before we come down to this tricky part of the track. Maybe not too sure. I thought me got out of the way. Doesn't. So this is going to be interesting now, coming down into the hairpin after these last couple of corners. Yeah, now a couple of corners. Oh, as he goes off track, Anderson, he does stay wide to let these cars through. Doesn't want to go too far on the inside. Oof. Need to be in a little bit of contact there. So Cheese Monkey is catching the back of Maro, who's in front of Louis, which is a bit unfortunate because these two guys were having a great scrap. Oh, as there was nearly contact there, which put Louis all on the back of Lamaro again. But Lamaro will have the slipstream of Cheese Monkey, which will make it a little bit tougher for Ruby to gain any time coming up into this tricky part of the chicane with Nathan all over the back of Alpendis now. Has he got anything coming down into this chicane? He hasn't. I think that's Elysian going around the last couple of corners, but they're then going to start lap 32. Cracking race out in front with plenty of breathing space. So in the back row there we have El Prentice under a lot of pressure from Nathan, who makes himself look big in El Prentice's windows, trying to put him off. Gets him close now. Let's see if he can have a better drive coming up in this corner and get him down into the chicane or have a good scrap going down there. The tyres are going to be worn now, the car is going to be lighter, the car is going to be faster. Maybe turning left and right quicker. It's all about traction. There's a bit red at this corner. It's a fast flowing track. It's a fast track. It's awkward to overtake with these fast corners. Braking and the exit. Apprentice. Oh no way, as Nathan catches a little bit of the dirt with Lamaro under pressure now with Chico out in front of King the Hill, who's in 9th, who's under pressure from George, but George has taken that spot from King the Hill. Just that one. King the Hill get it back. The blue flag all over the back of the pair there now. The Supercar Dre and J Prentice are having a bit of a scrap as well. It's fighting all over the park. The Supercar Dre is a lot closer now, coming down this start-finish straight. Can he make a stick on the inside? Will he go outside to get a better drive traction? Let's have a look. As he goes up and down into this corner, he has better traction with, I'm not too sure if it was contact, but I don't think it may have been. I think it was too much power down for J Prentice, who's lost traction coming up that corner. Then Supercar Dre making stick coming down into this tricky chicane. It's an awkward part to overtake anybody. Better on the inside line but be in front at the same time. Going to be neck and neck. So Supercar Ray is putting J Prentice under a lot of pressure with just under 8 minutes left to go, with FRL ACC picking up the fastest lap anyway. So nice little scrap going on for 5th spot. Chico looking on the telemetry now has got some attacking to do over low. Oh, a little bit too far back. So J Prentice. Let's have a look now. I think his tyres are going off. He's putting the power down too early maybe, or his tyres are going off and they've got the traction, who knows. We've got just over 7 minutes left. Looking at the telemetry, it looks like his teammates under a lot of pressure as well from Nathan. Oh, as he does keep it on track this time. The contact between these two guys. Chico is all over the back of Law. Coming back to drive out this corner, coming down into the chicane. Very, very close. He's all over the back of him. Can't see why he can't have a go. He does have a go. It's better to be in the inside, but there coming into this corner. Oh, he goes too deep. Oh, takes it back off him. The King of the Hill got some work to do now to get that place back. Nathan is all over the back of L. Prentice, who's teammates with J Prentice, who's under a lot of pressure from Supercar Ray. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Rui is having a look up in the inside of Limaro. Oh, there's a little bit of a slide coming into that corner. He makes a stick. He is sticking in. Does he make it? Yes, he does. He does make a stick. After many, many laps of fighting between these two, can he make it count? Defending coming into the chicane. In the background we have fighting going on of cars, Supercar Ray and J Prentice. These two have been at it for a good couple of laps as well, with Chico all of the back of Law, with Elysium now on lap 35 with just under 5 minutes left to go, with FRL ACC second, who's catching a marker of Nathan, with these two scrapping it out, Nathan and L. Prentice. The last thing we need now is any bit of contact this late in the race, when these two are scrapping it out, when you've got, no way, commentator's curse. It's been unfortunate. Fair play to Nathan, he's giving it back to L. Prentice. I think there may have been a bit of misunderstanding between the pair of them. You know, you've got a fast car coming up behind you, and who yields to let the car through? Who knows? Lewis is not too far behind, who's going to catch his pair as well. Like, and in the background, I'm not too sure, I think that may be Law or Goofy Goof. It is Goofy Goof, who is currently at 14th. So Elysium is on lap 36 now. We will start lap 37 very, very shortly, with Hatchet second, Lewis in third. Oh, no way, that was Goofy Goof spinning off. I'm not too sure what's going on, but there, so Lamaro and Rui are getting very, very close now. Not too far from the end of the race, with just over 3 minutes left to go. So as we look down the order, you have J Prentice still under a lot of pressure from Supercard Ray, who does get past these two back markers, with Supercard Ray putting J Prentice under a lot of pressure. Come down into the last two corners before we start lap 37. There will be a lap 38 and lap 39, but they're looking there with King of the Hill all over the back of George as well. His battles all over the park. Got Lamar all over the back of Rui. Oh my god, you got Chico, who has got Law in front of him. So Supercard Ray, this is what he can do now on this lap to see if he can put any pressure on J Prentice in this corner, which he seems to run a little bit wide now and again. He does keep it in the white line this time. Down into this chicane. Oh, I think Supercard had a little bit of and we've got the guys in the background as well, feeling the curb. So Chico is all over the back low, so we've got just under 2 minutes left to go, guys. So this is a very, very close race with a few battles happening all over the park, and you never know what's going to happen with King of the Hill making himself look big for George, who lost traction. So King of the Hill will have the better drive coming up this corner as you come down to the tricky part of the section on the outside to keep it together. King of the Hill has the inside line. Ooh, George is not giving that up so easy with King of the Hill having the drive out in this corner now, coming down into the hairpin. That's a great overtake between these two, which are very, very close together. George is having a look up on the inside. He doesn't make it stick. He does go a little bit deep. So King of the Hill has a bit of a breathing space now out in front.
Pit window is closing now.
So pit window is closed. So Supercard Ray is still behind J Prentice, who will maybe have another lap. All depends where is Elysium. So there will be another lap after this. So Supercard Ray and J Prentice will need to keep on battling it out for another lap. Below in the background scrapping it out with Nico. So there's bloody scraps all over the bloody place. It's hard to keep up with. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4 scraps with Goofy Goof and the scrap with El Prentice. Even though the scrapping go down a bit further down the park, we'll try and get everybody involved, guys. But oh, Goofy Goof, it's the Barney. Not sure what went on, but there, so it looks like Rui and Supercard Ray has got El Prentice for one more lap. So I'm not too sure who that is coming into the pits. Maybe Camo. It looks like he's already come into the pit. So Supercard Ray is looking on the outside now of turn 1. Can he make it stick? He has a better drive on the inside, but can he get the switch back? No. Looks like they still nip attack, and J Prentice has defended very, very well from Supercard Ray, who's given him a nightmare to defend, which is very, very good. The racing with Chico all over the back of the law, with Cheese Monkey having a stop and go, which is going to add 90 seconds at the end of the race, because he will not be able to serve his penalty because the race will be over. So Supercard Ray is all over the back of J Prentice. So Elysium is your race winner with FRL ACC coming around the last corner now in second place, with Lewis not too far behind in third. So the scrap for third was Rui as a look up on the inside of El Prentice. Supercard Ray doesn't make a stick, he stays where he is. with El Prentice, and Rui does make a stick on his teammate, so Rui does gain a position coming out that corner, but the race winner is Lycium, FRL Hutch and Lewis, with these guys still battling it out on track. Oh no, taking his teammate out. As we got Chico and King of the Hill crossing the line now. So Tinder Mufflin is in the mix of this group. Final couple of cars coming in. As the final couple of cars come across the line. So your race winner is Elysium in first spot, with FRLH in second spot, having the quickest lap, with Lewis in third. So they are your podium. Elysium on top spot, obviously, with FRLH in second, Lewis in third, with the FRLH with the fastest lap. Congratulations. Well, you have G Prentice in second, Supercar Ray in fifth. We'll go down this way now. So you got Elysium in first, FRL picking up for the fastest lap in second, with Law in third, G Prentice in fourth, Supercar Ray in fifth, Law in sixth, Nico seventh, King of the Hill eighth, Blue Flag ninth, Chief Monkey 10th, Nathan 11th, Lamaro 12th, Ruiz 13th, El Prentice 14th, Tinder in 15th, Goofy Goof 16th, Judd 17th, Math in 18th, Anderson 19th, Camo 20th, Lego 21st, Olmac 22nd, Axel 23rd. I can't go down for some reason. Sorry, didn't expect that. You have Geo. You have Axel in 24th and Geo in 25th. So guys, I hope you're going to enjoy the race. Next week we are at Monza for a 19-minute race with a 2-pit mandatory tyre change. This is FRL Mark. This is next level racing, powered the Taco Tuesdays, season 7, tier 2. Don't forget guys to check next level racing out. I'll see you all guys next week at Monza for the 19-minute epic race. Peace.